be neurodivergent. So this is an opt-in label, neurodivergent. It is not a diagnosis, it's a socio-political term. So this is a label I choose to use just to explain that my brain is wired in a way that is not the same as the mythical, standard, normal, vanilla person. I haven't met one yet, but yeah, my brain's wired differently. There's lots of ways that brains can be wired differently. So neurodivergent, it basically means that you've got a mind that functions in ways that diverge significantly from the dominant social standards of normal. So I don't have a neurotypical brain. As I say, I don't know anyone that does. I can't even name one standard typical thinker. And who would want to even aspire to that? As our youngest daughter, Jay, says, normal is just a mode on Minecraft. It's not even the best mode. So, under the neurodivergent umbrella, you'll find conditions like autism, ADHD, dyslexia. That's the most commonly diagnosed. About 10% of the population are diagnosed with it. I know a fair few older members of the population who are not diagnosed but do identify as dyslexic. There's less common ones like tic disorders and Tourette's. Sensory processing disorder, so you can get that outside of autism and ADHD. It is a diagnosis in its own right. You've got here things like Down syndrome, which that's a bit debatable because it's not just a neurological difference, but it does bring neurological differences, so it is included. Same with other things like epilepsy that you might not think of as being to do with neurology and the brain and how we think and process, but actually it is neurological. So there's quite a lot of things, but this is a label that's designed to be inclusive. So no one should be saying to anyone, you can't identify as neurodivergent, because it's by definition an inclusive thing. So mental health conditions are in there as well. Somebody that has got an anxious mind, and I'm not talking about a normal anxiety like butterflies in your tummy because you're going to do something a bit scary, but an anxiety disorder where you're constantly anxious beyond your ability to cope and function, that would fall under the neurodivergent umbrella. So other mental health conditions like OCD and bipolar do as well. There are all ways brains can work that diverge from normal and typical.